Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
Aí, Gustavo, da Devastavi. Os, Lili. Os Gurudev da sua parte.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev.
I think Grudev's mic is mute oh, if he's talking to us.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, you're muted.
Suran. Hare Krishna. Where did you serve last time?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So the last one that we served last time, remember?
Yes, Maharaj. Last time we dealt with mantra 9. Yes, that was the last. So we are supposed to mantra 10 now today.
Okay. Okay. Mantra 10. Mantra 10. Let's chant this sloka together. Mantra 10. Let's chant this sloka together. Are you ready?
Yes, Gurudev.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay, let's go. Anyat ibahul bidyayan. Anyat arhu abidyayan. Iti sushruma dhiranam. Ye nastad vichakchak sire. Translation. The wise have explained to us that one result is derived from the culture of knowledge. And it is said that a different result is obtained from the culture of nations. What's the lesson in this? Mantra 10 teaches the result of knowledge, vidya, and how to cultivate it. Mantra 10. The result of knowledge, vidya, and how to cultivate knowledge. In one sense, light must always dispel darkness. Knowledge, if it is true knowledge must destroy ignorance. If it is not true knowledge, it will expand the ignorance both ways. A resemblance of knowledge is not knowledge. Real knowledge will destroy darkness. So those who are knowledge, they are always wise and civilized people. According to Bhagavad Gita, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmagavi Ashtini. You will know a person who has true knowledge by his humility. And according to Bhagavatam, not all humility, but the person develop detachment. Vasudeva, Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga, Pajita. One who has knowledge must be naturally renounced, detached. That's the sign of knowledge. One who is not having knowledge, only the alphabets, is called a speculator. Not a devotee, it's a speculator. Not even knowledgeable person. It's a speculator. A speculator it does not have any conclusion. There is no conclusion. Neti. Not this, not this, not this. Then what is it? What is it? Nothing. And Prabhupada said, the end is God is not a person. God is not a person. He is Brahman, is light. Light. You cannot see light without form. You cannot see light without form. So they have no knowledge. Anything which occupies space has form. That is form. So light has form because it occupies space. You know, look, this light, it occupies space, this room. So it has a form. What is in between this? It could be light. We don't see subtle body. We don't see subtle body because it's not gross, but it's a form. And not just a form, material form. Subtle body is also material form, not a spiritual form. So we don't see that. But Those who can see know that subtle element has form because it occupies space. So sound occupies space, light occupies space. That means it's form. There is nothing like formlessness. Formlessness is ignorance, avidya. Everything has form and personified. Everything. So mantra 9 describes the result of cultivating ignorance and false knowledge. False knowledge and ignorance. Which one is worse? False knowledge is worst. Ignorant, okay. One is a foolish person. You don't know. And you can be trained to understand. But false knowledge, when they fully convinced that what I am the best person in the world, I know better. My father used to say, he's not an educated person, but he's very wise. So from childhood, he trained us. If you have a bad goods to sell, don't sell to a fool. You won't sell it. Sell it to a person who is blind in the heart. A person who physically blind, like a fool. If you want to buy something, you say, my friend, check if this is a good thing. Right? Say, no, this is rotten. A person who is blind in the heart, if you're not physically blind, but the heart is blind, you think that he knows everything. He will buy a rotten thing. So don't sell a bad a bad good to a person who is physically blind. He won't be able to sell it, but you can sell it to a foolish person who thinks that is knowledgeable. That is why we have so many self-made gods. Self-made God, because they have disciples. Why they have disciples? Because there are so many fools around. So many fools. And they believe they are self-made God than Krishna. We bring Krishna, no, not God. But they bring ignorance. Yes. Yes. That is foolishness. And the person who thinks that he knows. Actually, people who think that they know that the easiest people to cheat. Easiest. Because they're fully convinced that he knows everything. This. But the smallest thing, they will not know it. That is what you used to defeat them. The Mahanta who took away from after Ramanujacharya, he left. I think he was just a small boy, just 5-year-old boy. He took away from Ramanujacharya. So it was a very big Digvijay who was conquering all directions of knowledge. And he came there. And he was demonstrating his foolishness. All the pundits were afraid. And he was carried a palanquin on top of elephant. That is his ego. So why all the big scholars who knows all the Vedas in their head were afraid? Small way came to him. My dear master, can I speak with you? From there he looked down. 5-year-old boy. You want to talk with me? Do you know me? He said, yes, I know you. That is why I want to speak with you. Milk is still in your mouth. Milk. Your breast, the breast milk of your mother is still in your mouth. How can you speak with me? You don't know? You say, yes, now. That's why I want to speak with you. Because you know everything. So I want to speak with you. He was trying to say, but the boy persisted. So finally, okay, tell me with it. He is already calculating. In his mind, he has gone to all the Shastras, getting his head ready for the answer. But the boy asked him a question which is not in the scripture he has studied. He took sand from the ground and he showed to him, please, Mr. Noah, everything. How many sand in my hand? He fell from the elephant to the ground. He didn't use the scripture. Common sense. He defeated him. He came down from the elephant. He couldn't climb back again. So the easiest person to cheat is those who have false knowledge. Very proud. But people who really have knowledge, like our Goswamis, very humble. Very, very humble. So yes, Mantra 10 explains that true knowledge brings a different result than either of these. It also emphasizes the need to take guidance from Vedira in the act of discriminating between real and illusory knowledge. Okay, so we are going to look at two parts. What is how to cultivate Vidya and Avidya. Please, can you stop this? If you don't stop, I will stop. So we are having a discussion now how to cultivate knowledge. How do we cultivate knowledge? And Papa said, yes, in the booklet, the culture of knowledge can be practically conducted in the following way, as is advised in the Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter. There it is said, and here, look, in this place, chapter 13, Bhagavad Gita, text 8 to 12, Krishna mentioned 20 items. Here, Prabhupada joined them, make it 18. There are 20 Gita. If some are similar, so Prabhupada makes them 18 are here. So first of all, how to cultivate true knowledge? How do we cultivate true knowledge? Huh? Good. The first thing is through knowledge and Vedas. Then you can go to the second one. The second one is spiritual master who teach us the Vedas. So if you want to get knowledge, where do you get knowledge from? The Vedas. So the spiritual master will teach the Vedas. That's how to get true knowledge. You want not in a university. It's approaching the scripture. Given Bhagavad Gita 13, 8-12, combined to form a gradual process by which real knowledge can be developed. Acquired from a Dhira. The Boniface version is a Dhira. Who is a Dhira? Who is a Dhira? One who is not disturbed by material illusion is a Dhira. Is not disturbed by material illusion. Is a Dhira, not disturbed. Not disturbed. He is perfectly spiritually realized. That's why he is not disturbed. He is not disturbed because he is perfectly spiritually realized. Neither hankers nor lament for anything. He knows that the material body and mind are foreign elements. Therefore, he makes the best use of a bad bargain. Made the best use of a bad bargain. Bad bargain. How to become Dhira? How to become Dhira? Only by submissive hearing from a bona fide spiritual master and by following the egotic principles. By following the regulative principles and submissive hearing. Submissive hearing. The Papa said absurd inquiries and blindfolding are not allowed in Krishna consciousness. Blindfolding and absurd inquiry are condemned. It is condemned. So Prabhupada listed the 18 things here. One should become a perfect gentleman himself and learn to give proper respect to persons other than himself. One should not pose himself as a religionist simply for name and fame. One should not become a source of anxiety to others by the actions of his body, the actions of the mind, the actions of the word. This is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, text 14, 15, 16. Divisions of faith, chapter 17, divisions of faith. Austerity of the body, austerity of the mind, austerity of the speech. That is text 14, 15, 16. One should not become a source of anxiety to others by our body language, by our words, by the mind. By the mind. A person in knowledge is very careful with his or her activity. One should learn forbearance, even if there is provocation from others. Anyone who wants to be happy in this material world, if you don't want to suffer, practice tolerance. If you don't want to suffer, you should practice tolerance. One should learn to avoid duplicity in his dealings with others. Yesterday we were talking about Sincerity. Sincerity defined in dictionary, English dictionary as absence of pretense, deceit, duplicity, and hypocrisy. This is sincerity. That's sincerity. That means a person in knowledge, a devotee, or his opponent side business is to lead us to keep us very close to Krishna. One who is close to Krishna must have all these qualities. No duplicity. No duplicity. No cheating. Straightforward in our dealing. Straightforward in our dealing. Transparency. One must have a bona fide spiritual master who can lead him gradually to the stage of spiritual realization. And to such an acharya or spiritual master, he must submit himself with service and relevant questions. Service and relevant questions. Sincere service is rendered by a devotee who is selfless. One who is not selfless cannot render sincere service. The service which would please the heart is rendered by a student who is selfless. We can do service, but it will not have the potency to touch the heart. So it's a service, but not devotional service. If it is devotional service, it must have the potency to melt the heart. One must follow the regulative principles enjoined in the revealed scriptures in order to approach the platform of self-realization. The regulative principles should be followed. If one is not a devotee, it's okay, you can do whatever. But if one is a devotee, Prabhupada gave example of elephant baiting. What is elephant baiting? What is elephant baiting? Hmm? How do we do that as a devotee? How do we do that? Yes. I'm chanting Sisiforan, I will break principle tomorrow. I will chant Sisiforan, I will break principle. I will chant Sisiforan, I will break principle. That is elephant baiting. I tell small lie today and do something devotional. I can tell lies sometimes, or I can cheat sometimes. That is elephant baiting. Like Christians, we have a Christian background, so I know what we do. Do so many sinful activities. On Saturday, we go for confession. Go and tell the Reverend Father Gurudev, I did this, I did this. It's okay. I forgive you. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'm a holy man. Go for Holy Communion. In the Latin, they say, this babuscus. So remember something. It's a long time ago, the child I was reading. It's Latin. So we are giving you Holy Communion. Means that now you are a holy man. Because I have taken this, I become a holy man. On Monday, what happened? We'll continue. On Saturday, make confession. On Sunday, take Holy Communion. The Reverend Father himself is not a holy person. So what will the followers do? So the same nonsense. That is elephant baiting. A devotee should not do this. Because if we don't make advancement in Christian consciousness, we are going to become a serious obstacle in the process for the self and other people. We are going to create faithlessness in our system, which is happening. If we don't make advancement, we are establishing a situation where people will be fearful, they do not have confidence in our system, they, 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 they are not secured, worried about the future, what's going to happen if we don't follow the principles as given in the scriptures. We will create faithlessness. Many, especially in the material world, in the material world, Christian was telling Arjun about Gita 3:20-21. If you go to the forest, you may do well. But people who are going to follow your example, they don't have your qualification. So what will they do there? You are destroying their life. So don't do that. That is hypocrisy. Hypocrites are destroyers, very dangerous, because you create faithlessness in the people. So if we are not the strict followers of the principle, we are destroying the movement. Because many people are going to follow us, and majority of us are very much in ignorance. So we're not difficult to find someone who in Kali Yuga. It's difficult to find people who do things perfectly, even if they see so many distractions around. Difficult to find people who function in that situation, because we are prone to laziness. So it's easy to follow wrong thing than to follow good thing. That is why in Kali Yuga you see that humility is very difficult to practice, because people will think you are a fool. How to maintain integrity in Kali Yuga is difficult. So it's very rare to find a person with character. So a Christian told you, don't do this. Stay here and do your duty. People will follow. So it is compulsory for us to make advancement in Christian consciousness. If we don't make advancement, we are going to be disturbance for other people, not only the person. Other people are going to be destroyed because they will not have faith. When they see the nonsense thing we're doing, or see this leader do it, or see this person do all this thing, then this is what is the normal thing here. In the material world, they said, if you cannot beat them, you should join them. That is foolishness. That is foolishness. And that is what people do. If you cannot beat them, stand yourself. It's difficult to find people who have that strength. Therefore, as we have come together, it is very necessary for us to support each other. That's the purpose of coming together, is to support each other. So it is not a support if I'm not doing the right thing. And people are going to follow that right thing, that wrong thing. You get destroyed. And Vrindavan Sakura said, we are thieves. The religious teachers are thieves, dangerous thieves, because we are leading thousands of people to hell. We should make advancement. Then people who will follow us will make advancement. They will feel secure. People give their life to Srila Prabhupada because they have confidence in him and they see his practicing. One should completely refrain from practices which are detrimental to the interests of self-realization. One should not accept more than what it requires for the maintenance of the body. What is required for maintaining this body in a day? How much? Average. How much we take to maintain this body in a day? Like how much? 10,000. Okay. How much? 50. Yes. Yes. 50,000 is not a day. That is not a day. No, I'm taking for a day. I'm taking how much does it take for a day? That is a common person. Let's say, like a normal person. Those who put on coat, how much? 5,000. Right? They say 5,000. 200 rupees per day. Yes. That's why I say now, 5,000. Light bill, water bill, transportations, the food. So 5,000. Let's say 5,000. Anything outside 5,000 is excess, is surplus. That is surplus. It belongs to Krishna. And it should be given to Krishna. Otherwise, thief. Thief. That is why we are not happy, because we are thieves. Give to Krishna. That's what Prabhupada said, not me. The surplus money is mentioned in Prabhupada. Prabhupada mentioned many times in Prabhupada. Surplus money. One should always remember that so long as he has a material body, he must face the miseries of repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. There is no use in making plans to get rid of these miseries of the material body. The best thing is to find out the means by which one may regain his spiritual identity by studying Upanishad. Here, the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, chant the holy name, associate with the devotees, pure devotees. Take Krishna Prasad. Visit holy places. Visit. You must visit holy places. One should not be attached to more than the necessities of life required for spiritual advancement. One should not be more attached to wife, children, and home than is ordained in the revealed scriptures. One should not be happy or distressed in the regard to the desirables and undesirables created by the mind. One should become an unalloyed devotee of the personality of God as Sri Krishna and serve him with rapt attention. We should serve Krishna with rapt attention. He didn't say we should serve Krishna. It's not mentioned here we should serve Krishna. It is mentioned with rapt attention. Our service must be with full attention, full absorption. Yuktvaivam. Yuktvaivam means absorption. Absorb, we become one with that. A devotional service. That is when one will experience the fire, Bhakti. See, if you hold this like this, if you hold this like this, huh? If you hold it like this, if you hold it like this, which one is better? Huh? Why is it better? Huh? Why is it? Why is I agree? Why is it the best? Okay, very good. There's no pain in that. Yes, I'm comfortable also. Yes, I'm holding more comfortable than this. But here is the best. So I agree with you. But why is it the best? They, huh? You will not lose anything. This is fixed. This is bhakti. This is bhakti. This is absorption. It's absorption. This can, my hand can be put on easily. See, this easily is off. But this is not. This is not. This is bhakti, the absorption. Rupa Goswami described it in Nectar of Devotion. He gave an example. Fishes that are on surface of the water, they are easily caught by fisherman's net. The fishes that are deep down the bottom of the ocean, which net will reach there? There's no fisherman in this world, in this universe, that even the Brahma's net will not reach there. Only Vishnu can do that. And those who are deep down there are devotees of Vishnu. That is bhakti. That is devotion. This is absorption. That is why yesterday we were mentioning most of us we are in so-called devotional state, but our heart is not changing because this is what we are. This is what we are doing. This is what we are doing. We are not fixed up. This is bhakti, a full grip. In second canto, Lord Brahma, he told Narada Muni, I'm holding the feet of Lord Krishna with great zeal. That is why Maya cannot touch me. My security is what? Well, my security? Holding with great zeal. This is Brahma speaking. It's authority. Lord Brahma is teaching me what is bhakti. But we're holding like this. Any little thing you have put up. Proper use the word pliable. Our faith in Krishna consciousness is pliable. That is instruction. Pliable means like candlelight is off. Can you put off electricity like that with a blow of a hand? Can you do like that? The candlelight, you can do that. Once it's gone. So it should be like, yes, not candlelight. It can be blow off easily any moment. Someone tells you lie, you'll accept. Prabhupada will not take you to God. Yeah, that is true. Prabhupada cannot give you prema. Yeah, that is true. I can give you. What is your qualification to give me? Because I'm reading a Rasa book. That's the qualification. Because I'm reading Rasa book. Rasa. That's the qualification. To take one back to Godhead. Because you are reading the book or you are talking about it. Is that the qualification? Any person can read the book and talk about it. But is that a qualification? Someone tells you like that, oh, Prabhupada give you A, B, C, D. So, where will you start to learn alphabet from? Where will you start from? Z? Why is it? Where will you start from? A, B, C, D. And if you are learning A, B, C, where will it take you to? Z. So somebody tell you, oh, you are learning A, B, C, D. So what is wrong with that? That is the beginning. I must go to the end. And then because our foundation is not strong, yeah, that is true now. Yeah, that is true. So many so-called Hare Krishna devotees are jumping from here and there, everywhere. I said they are old fools and unfortunate people. Anyone who leaves his con is a fool. Anyone who leaves his con is a fool, unintelligent, ungrateful to Prabhupada. Grateful. It's a punishment. It's a punishment. Why? Because we're not grounded in what we're doing. We don't understand. We're just hovering. This fisherman net tunch is gone. But a person who is holding the lotus of Krishna with a great zeal, no nonsense can touch your heart. When they want foolish Christian, I was doing Japa in the street. So he came, my dear brother, I have something to tell you. See, to say one word, I know exactly who is a Christian, is a Muslim, or whatever. Just one day, I already know he's a Christian, and he's thinking that yes, he has seen some demons want to transform, want to convert me to Christianity. So, my brother, yes, I want to tell you something. I said, yes, please tell me. There is one man. This man is so special. So special. He's great. I smiled. I told him, my ego came out. So I told him, my friend, see, I'm the leader of Hare Krishna movement in this country. I'm not a boy you can do. I'm the leader here. So what do you think you can tell me? That's why he left. He left finally. I just silenced him. I don't waste my time. I'm doing Japa. I need to come and talk nonsense. Just one sentence I give to him. So he was going with something to get good life. If you are not reading, you do like that. You will listen to the foolishness. And yeah. They have done that to many devotees. Oh my, they're so intelligent, so bright. Please, I will give you a appointment to make with my nation. Don't worry. Come. This is a Christian movement. See what you're wearing. Is that what you're supposed to wear? With only intelligence. This is what you're supposed to wear. This is bed sheets. One day, one of them he went to me, we don't have an answer. You have your you're a leader, you have your person. I was laughing at him. Yeah, goal of being a Christian is to have a car. My goal is not that. Don't you see, I'm smiling. Because I'm happier than you. So I'm happy about it. We should be convinced about Krishna. If you're not convinced about Krishna, we will remain incomplete. Incomplete. Okay, let's finish. One should not falsely identify himself with the material covering of the gross body, nor consider as his own those who are related with the body. One should always remember that so long as he has a material body in his face, the miseries of inflicted by the body disease. One should not be attached to more than the necessary. One should not be more attached to where was. One should develop a feeling for residing in a a secluded place with a calm, quiet atmosphere, favorable for spiritual culture, and those avoid congested places where the non-devotees congregate. The devotees should reside in a secluded place with a calm and quiet atmosphere, favorable for spiritual culture. What is that place? It's contemple. Yes, the Prabhupada created this. Yes, Prabhupada created the temple as a rehabilitation spiritual camp. It is purpose of Prabhupada creating temple. His con was started to give chance for people to hear. Yeah. That is the reason Prabhupada created. Now we have come inside and we have brought our cultural mentality inside. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. No more a secluded. So devotees should stay in a secluded place, but not lonely. Loneliness is different from being in a lonely place. One who is fixed in Christian consciousness can stay in a hole in the deep ocean anywhere, but fully Christian consciousness is not alone. Meanwhile, the person no Christian consciousness can say what the congested people and be lonely. Because the dealings is not in the heart, the dealings is external. And the last one should become a scientist or philosopher and make research into spiritual knowledge, not material knowledge. Recognizing that spiritual knowledge is permanent, whereas material knowledge needs ends with this will be point. That is true. So these are the 18 items. How to cultivate knowledge, how to approach the Vedas, and yet the undisturbed idea. We learn and get this from. All right. What constitutes nations? What constitutes nations? Ignorance. All other methods except the above 18 items is ignorance. Anything not mentioned here is ignorance. That is sufficient. So the Bhakti says, all forms of material knowledge are maybe external features of the illusory image. But the result, it makes us become no better than us. Beast of mind. Where's the outcome of such culture? Boys do not respect elders. The culture of Adam. No respect. No respect. The purpose say like that. The boys of this day have no. In the modern setup of things, even a boy thinks himself self-sufficient and pays no respect to the elderly men. Thus, due to the wrong type of education imparted by our university, boys all over the world have become the cause of headache to the elderly people. Is it true? Huh? Yes. No culture. There is no culture of respect. In a community where there is respect, what happens in a community where there is respect? Flourish. To flourish. Why to flourish? What is important in respect? What is important in giving respect?
You get blessings, knowledge.
You get blessings. You get blessings, that not the knowledge. The realized knowledge is given to those who are respectful. Wisdoms are given to those who are respectful. Means they are mature to make the best use of whatever is given. Whatever is given, an investment will yield results. Respect. In a community where there is no respect, what is a community? Only anarchy. That's the only thing you get. Anarchy. Yes. If I don't have respect for you, will I treat you nicely? You're nothing for me, so I can. That is why people can abuse whoever is under them because they have no respect. Yeah, it's too much. Second use. If you're a responsible person, will you give them yes, completely? No, you keep it nicely because it's useful. Uncultured people will destroy everything. Therefore, Sri Upanishad warns very strongly that the culture of nations is different from that of knowledge. The universities are, so to speak, centers of nations only. And therefore, the scientists are busy discovering lethal weapons to wipe out the existence of other countries. Is it going on? Even at the present moment, it's going on. If there is respect, you cannot fight. If there is respect, you cannot argue, you cannot quarrel. If there is respect, there will be cordial dealings. When there is no respect, then you are nothing to me. I can plan how to kill you. Yes. So all over the world, our leaders are spending more money for ammunition than health and education. All over the world. Why? Because I'm expecting that my enemy, I'm getting ready for you. We're expecting the enemies are getting for you. So all of us are thinking we are enemies for each other. So we are getting ready to fight each other. In this way, we are spending more money for ammunition than for education, so communication, and for health. Very, very dangerous culture. Very dangerous culture. There's no instruction in brahmacharya. No faith in any scriptural injunctions. Religious principles taught for the sake of name and faith, not practical action. Animosity in social, political, and religious fields, and nationalism. This is all we get. animosity. Therefore, there is animosity not only in the social and political, but in the field of religion as well. Isn't it? Not even animosity between religion, even among the religion, among the same organization. You are daily, you cannot preach somebody. Mumbai, North Calcutta. This is my territory. You cannot come here. You cannot come here. Not really that. If you are in my temple, not take initiation from my guru, no recommendation. Only mine. Otherwise, it's not happening. Animosity. The same organization. Not only that, even among the same brothers and sisters, with the same social media. Right. You are telling me, you are not. We eat together here. You say, this is for daily group. It's for you. Animosity. Everywhere. Because we are not absorbed in Christian consciousness, the fire of Bhakti is not giving the required purification. The heart is still dirty. As we are practicing Christian consciousness, these things should be going out. They should be going, but we are holding onto them because we're enjoying them. We're enjoying all this a lot. We're not tired of them. Christians in the heart, so you know. It is not that one is so weak that cannot give up sin. It is not that. Christian can just sit out anytime. But because Christian know we are enjoying it, so Christian even if you come and protect me. He knows that what we are saying is not what we're just saying it. So you leave it. Christian can change. The two words we use probably is and collective. That is Krishna. Krishna can purify anything and accept anything. And it cannot be contaminated by anything. That is Krishna. So why are we practicing Krishna consciousness if the heart is not changing? Because we are still holding them. We are not tired. Krishna says, so if you want to do it, go ahead. You're not tired of suffering yet, so continue. When they are tired, we'll take it out. When we cry to Krishna, and I'm tired, I'm suffering so much, Krishna will take it out. It will take him time. How long did it take Krishna to kill him? How long did it take Krishna to kill him? A moment. Why he cannot kill the demons in that? Why Krishna cannot do that? He's expert in killing demons. Why is he not killing this one? Because you don't want him to take them out. Yes. The moment you want him to take them, you don't. Let us ask Krishna to do these things sincerely from the heart. It's real. Do not take him time to do it. Who is the Supreme God? Right? Is it true or not? Yes. It's a practical. It's practical. Christian consciousness. Practical consciousness. We should know our disease. We should know what is our disease. Then we can go to the doctor. If you don't know the disease, you cannot go to the doctor. So we are pointing out the disease is. Let us know what it is, what we're doing. We should not think that nobody knows what is happening. Everything that is going on, it is known. It is known. Completely known. Yes. Three is upon a side warns of this faulty mode of education. And the Bhagavad Gita gives instruction as to the development of real knowledge. Move forward. 18 items of knowledge. Amani Dram, Adam Vidram, Ahimsa, Santir, Ardavam, Achal Pashanam, Socham, Sayam, Ama Binigraha, Indra Tishu, Bairagim, Anahankaran, Janmam Tujarat, Yadi Pikadushan Dasnam, Anish, Akshakti, Anabishwanga, Uttradhara, Vihadi. Samachitatam Istani Isto Papatishu Bhakti Avichari Vivekta Desa Sevipam Arati Janma Santati Adharma Gyanam Nityatam Nittatva Gyanata Nasa. It's at 18 items. 18 items. Yes. In this mantra, there is a hint that the instruction of vidya, knowledge, must be gained from the dhira. Dhira means undisturbed, not disturbed by material illusion. No one can be undisturbed unless and until he has perfect spiritual realization. When one is perfectly spiritually realized, he has no more hankering for anything quiet. Nor does he lament for anything lost. Which verse is that, Bhagavad? Which verse is that? 1854. Thank you. Brahmabhuta, Prasana, Asudati, Samasavishu, Bhakti, Dear. So Siddhira has realized that the material body and mind, which he has acquired by chance, material association, are foreign elements. And therefore, he simply makes the best use of it back again. But actually, it is the living soul, the parts and parcels of this supreme living being, which move the world. The Dhiras are those who have come to know all these facts by hearing of them from superior authorities, and who have realized them by following the regulative principles. You must follow the regulative principles. To follow the regulative principles, one must go under the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. One must go under the shelter of a spiritual master. What does that mean? One must go under the shelter of what is the meaning of that? Follow his instruction, hear regularly from him, and do nothing. What do we hear? Hear regularly and do nothing. What?
One should hear and follow the instructions of this. Holy spiritual master.
One who hears must execute what they have heard. Otherwise, you're just making a show and nothing will happen. The heart will remain dirty until if you put a cloth, dirty cloth in the water and put soap there, it will be clean. Just because you put soap and water there to be clean, we must wash it with force. That is practice. Then the cloth becomes clean. So we simply pretend to hear and do nothing. That means we're not hearing. One who hears what act and what what's happening. Then we see the effect. Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. He says protection of all of us devotees. Do you have any expectations of your guru? Do you have any expectation from your guru?
Yes.
The guru doesn't have expectation from the disciples? Doesn't have? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, any devotee who has spent 15 years in this moment should be able to hear Rasali. How many? 15 years. We should be able to hear these things conveniently. Means we should be participating in this person. How many? 15 years. So it will be possible if we simply sit down in a class and do nothing with what we hear. 15 years will give us this education. Just because I have spent 15 years, I'm not qualified. Is that it? That's the process. We must act on these things. So a devotee should go under the shelter of spiritual master means the shelter means you don't have your independence. It is given to the person you have surrendered your life to. Now let the person direct you as if you deem fit. That is going to spiritual master. One of us comes to the spiritual master, but we are telling the spiritual master how he should direct us. That shelter? Shelter means the independence is given to him. The disciples on that level will make advancement steadily. No, what should you do? Nothing. Only Christian will exist. Advancement will be very smooth, very fast and steady. Even though there are so many unnecessary things, all those things are stepping stone for this. So for such a devotee to go back to Godhead. Yes. What is going to That's what it is. You're not giving a life to him. You're coming to hang on. No. So there's a gap. So the spiritual master is looking at the consciousness. Oh, this one, he doesn't want me to direct, but he just here. You have to play the game. Okay, do what you want, but don't expect back to back to what he's given to devotees who have surrendered their life in true sense of righteousness. They will be given all the necessary things for them to go back to God. Don't just hear and there's no change. There should be change. You should try to change. Isn't it? We're not having a good relationship. Just like my friend was giving an example and had parts of it. So we were giving an example. Very nice, very example. When a boy and a girl are married, right? The elders will guide them. For how long? For how long? Initially, very good. Initially, that's in the beginning, a guidance, right? Do we expect a parent to cycle after 50 years? Yeah? Please answer me. That the mother should still teach you how to cook after 50 years.
No,
No.
Maharaj. Yes.
No. But this is what we are doing. This is what we are doing. This is what we are doing. We are still doing the same thing. So a husband and wife, they are together in the house. And every day they bring their oatmeal 6 o'clock in the morning to feed them. Every day, oatmeal, drop it there, 6 o'clock. On time. On time. Every day you drop it there. Is that marriage? Please. Is that marriage? So we are doing for Krishna like this. After Krishna given us so much knowledge in this Upanishad, and we are seeing the same measured. What means 6 o'clock every day for 100 years? No change. No, there's no change. There's no feelings inside. The same thing, God did the same thing. The Guru gave us B. What does it mean? He gave Krishna. What are we doing with Krishna after 50 years? The same segregations. Is that what we get a B for? Hmm? So we do the same thing every day. Yes, we are not going to change education and we're not going to change quantitative modality. We're not going to change technology. This is you are not going to change them. We are not going to change this Upanishad. It is 18 months ago we can make it 50. It's 18. This is memory. But by daily doing this thing, by daily chanting, daily Bhagavatam, daily thinking, our progress should be daily, not sitting in one place. All right. So that is mantra 10. Let me conclude. One cannot expect perfect knowledge from them. They are busy with their own remuneration in dollars and pounds. How can they lead the mass of people to the right path of self-realization? One must see a submissive way from the dealer in order to get actual education. So that is mantra. Let's go to that. Does it make sense? Does it make sense to us? Okay. Mantra 11. Mantra 11. Let's change this look together again. Then we'll look at it again carefully. Vidam cha vidyam cha yash. Tad vido bayam saha. Avidyaya pratunti va. Vidya pratam ashnute. Translation says, only one who can learn the process of nations and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and enjoy the full blessings of immortality. Mantra 11 is teaching to have balanced life. To have balanced life. Our life should be balanced. Our lives should be balanced. we should make a clear distinction between what is healthy and what is unhealthy. Clear distinction between what is healthy and what is healthy. You know both. If you don't know that, we are one-sided. And if you have temptation, you should pass. So you must know two things is a proper, so to speak. An electron or single and things like that. So you must know the two things. What is Maya and what is Krishna. Then your knowledge is perfect. We should know what is Maya. We should know what is Krishna. Then our knowledge is perfect. One devotee, very scholarly devotee, he quoted this verse in his studies, in one class. He quoted this verse. And he is a PhD holder. And his understanding is all of you should be PhD holder. So you can use IC. I was listening to him. When he quoted it, I was I want to hear what's his realization in this. So, is that balanced life? Is that balance? Yeah? If you make Krishna consciousness one-sided, is that still Krishna consciousness? Yeah?
No.
No. In Krishna consciousness, what is our famous proper slogan for ISKCON? He built a house in which the whole world is. So if all of us become PhD holders, is there any room for those support from us? Any room to exist? I'm asking. No. Balanced life, properly said here, you must know what is Maya, you must know what is, and then you can come. Knowledge is perfect. Yes. We have different capacities. Is it not true? We have different capacities, we have different talents, we have different lives, dislikes. It is a chance for anyone in this situation. It's a chance. But we should know what is right. We should know what is right and what is wrong. We should know both of it. Then we can decide which one is the best of them. It is true that we should get material education. Papa already said material education is for universities are what? Our universities are what? Slaughterhouses. Yeah, slaughterhouses. If we are very sincere to ourselves, there are certain habits we didn't get from our parents, but they go to school. Is it true? Bad one, not the good. Yeah. Is it true? Many bad habits we didn't get from the parents, but we got it from school. 90. Thank you. Yes, they have this feeling. When somebody was challenging Prabhupada, have you taken LSD before? How can you condemn it? How can you condemn something you don't know? Prabhupada said, I have not taken my disciples have taken. So you know. I said, you can speak the truth. 90% of the bad habit we have today, it is not from our parents. It is from the so-called school. So Prabhupada is correct that our universities are not only there's one professor It's a profession, one of the big universities. And Governor Prabhu quoted in his book. He quoted his name. He is a kind not a devotee. What is his statement? He said, our universities today are manufacturing highly skilled barbarians. He's not a devotee. Not a devotee who says. Is he correct? If a devotee says, oh, you are biased. But he's not a devotee. But this is his experience. Highly skilled barbarians. Because we did not give them good culture. That's exactly what he said. What is a good culture? To be disrespectful to the parent, that is culture. No. To learn how to smoke, that is good culture. No. Yes, so we should have a balanced life. Like what the Quran said, we should have money so we don't become money conscious. Yes. Otherwise, you want to do just by money. Christian money. That does not mean that we shouldn't do it, but our society should be able to give a school that to train children perfectly. This was proper expectation. When he started in school, he was very happy. Douglas, he was very famous. But now there's no good in Douglas and other places. Why? Because you didn't maintain it, you didn't produce whatever you needed. It became a disaster. So it is no more a school. Why? Because our heart is not pure from what we practice. What we need our share. Don't forget, we mentioned before that if you don't make advancement, what will happen? What will happen? You don't make advancement. What is it? See, something I repeated many times before I ask a question. Something
Yes, it will impact on others. It destroy their faith.
you don't make advancement, you're going to be destructive to ourselves. You're going to destroy the faith of others. I mentioned the need. Is it not? That would destroy the Dallas school and other school. Why? Because we destroy the children. If our hearts were pure, we would have done that? No. Prabhupada was so happy, he was very proud about this. But what is the school today? It's a disaster. Because the teachers, the parents have no purified hearts. So we project what is in the heart to the people around us. So it is not just that it is for you. We are destructive to other people. If we don't make advancement in Christian, we are destructive. As an example, it is happening. So it is very important for us to study Sri Upanishad and understand what we're supposed to do and do it right. We should do it right. Please let us allow the fire of Bhakti to do the purification. By applying ourselves seriously to the system. But we used the word before, absorption, right? I'll give an example of holding very tight in the process. Proper give assurance. If you stick to this process, our success is guaranteed. That's the proper conviction in what he gave to us. But see the way we are using what we are doing. It is a shame. It is a shame. Very big shame. All right. So we're going to look at transcending bottleneck. How to transcend bottleneck. Two sections. The problem and the solution. Then we're looking at the role of media and media in this. That's what we're going to look very carefully. Papa said. Next. What is the problem? Everyone has been trying to attain a permanent life in the mindset. Because obedience, not obedience. Because of obedience, ignorance. The best example of such a person is Hiranyakasipu. Isn't it? Hiranyakasipu means gold. Hiranya means gold, and Kasipu means software. This gentleman was interested in these two things, money and women, and he wanted to enjoy this sort of life by becoming artificially immortal. The body cannot be immortal. What immortality is spiritual. The whole point here is that even Hiranyakasipu, the most powerful of materialists, will not become deathless by his various plans. What then will be accomplished by the tiny Hiranyakasipus of today, who make plans which are total from moment to moment? Hiranyakasipu. Why? No one wants to die, nor does anyone want old age or disease. Can advancement of material knowledge solve it? The problem is material world. Can our advancement of material life change it? Can our scientists change what is happening? Our politicians can change it? Philosophers can change it? All this is a planet change. Because it's immortality, not the body. The Gita says what? That which is temporal cannot endure, and that which is eternal cannot be destroyed. You know? That which is eternal cannot be destroyed, and that which is temporal, the body cannot last. This is how nature arranges everything. Who can change it? Anyone? Powerful scientists. No, we're going to make life one day. We're making AI. You know? Powerful. Now if you go to the computer, ChatGPT. We can tell ChatGPT. I want to write a letter to the 2 minutes. Do you know advancement? Do you not? Please, let's look at it very carefully. Because, see, devotees are affected by this. If the machine writes a letter to you, and I personally write a letter to you, no difference? No difference? What is the difference? Thank you. There's no feelings in the machine. My feelings is inside the machine when you get it.
you feed me. And machine create this? Can machine do this? The second problem, what is it? What is the second problem? You become dull-headed, useless. I don't like a devotees writing me message. TNK. I don't like it. In my mind, I consider you a fool. I'm just telling you the offenses I'm making to you in my mind. But any devotee who write me later and do all these things would never see any message from me with all these things. I'll write fool. Because you are a robot. You're not a person. You're not feeling. The first thing to be done first. We are running to where?
The problem is that I don't want capture part.
Where are you running to? There's no feeling. It brings laziness. What else? What else? Yeah, done. Useless. Please tell me. Yes. Already we are not using our brain. Already. We are not using it. Now we are adding to the dullness of this place. So what will happen after 10 years from today? What will happen? No more human beings. Impersonalism will take over everything. It's already imperceptibly happening. You go to people's houses, the daughter is there with a computer, the son is there with a computer, the father is there with a computer. Is the family not divided by computer? Eh? You know the rate divided? So my special master said we have traded community with community. Is it correct? Yes. Is it correct? Yes. We have sold community for commodities. Yeah? Instead of calling a person to talk with a person, we are sending text messages personally, not feelings. We don't visit the person. We just call the person. That's all. Not visit the person. Is it the same when you visit the person and talk with the person? Will you help the person to bait him or her or cook with the person by calling the person in the house? Eh? Will you do that in the house? Have to go to the person feels the person, they talk with the person, the people feel, oh, somebody is here for me. They'll get healed. The person is down there and you call the person on the phone. How are you doing? The person says he's sick. They call the person, how are you doing? The person thought they're sick. They call, how are you doing? I'm not going there to, oh, Prabhu, don't worry, we are praying that you get well. Take this sudden. Can I feed you? Can I feed you? Something I can do was talk with the person will get out of the hospital the next day. Like sitting there in the house and call the person, he would remain there in the hospital because he really nobody for me. The main reason why people commit suicide is because nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. I don't have anything. So what is the use of living? I'm living for what? But let me go. What's it not good? That is what we are pushing people to do. Okay, let me move forward. After all, who is hearing what it is? Who is here? Who will practice? I'm just entertaining myself. Because I don't know who's sharing what we're going to do with all these things. Every day where it's very decent. We want to see change. We want to see change. What does he do? It's a solution. It's a solution. The solution given by the Lord. The solution is given by the Lord. How did he do that? He gives Vedic scriptures to remind the forgetful entity. Is it true? Is it not true? Yes. Who gave us this? Our scientists? Politicians? Philosophers? Who gave us this? Krishna gave. Krishna gave us this. To do what? To remind us. Isa Rajam. Concept. That is fun. Yes. Yes. Krishna sends reminders. How does he do that? How does Krishna send reminders? Huh? Old age, diseases, arthritis, lack of appetite. He sent the bona fide spiritual masters, send the scriptures, material miseries, AIDS are there, HIV is there, typhoid fever is there, whatever, cancer is there, but so many. COVID is there. Yes. Material world identify. Indirectly remind us. Indirectly. Look around the world is what? Fight. So what intelligent person to do? Let me give attention to Krishna and get out of this place. Because none of us here can change it. So what should we do? We should be prepared to go back to Godhead. We should study Sri Sopan inside Bhagavad Gita, we should study this very carefully and practice it. Is it not? Yes. That is Vidya. Avidya. Part of Avidya. It is a part of intuition principle. Which is facilitated by advancement in material knowledge for science verification. The result is what? Increases the disease of material view. Why is avidya required then? A culture of spiritual knowledge necessitates the health of the body and mind. Therefore, maintenance of the body and mind is required if we are to reach our goal. The normal temperature should be maintained at 98.6 degrees. And the great sages and saints of India have attempted to do this by a balanced program of spiritual and material knowledge. Who is listening to them? Eh? Who is listening? People go to spiritual people or spiritual place. One, to make a show. Two, they want to go and then cheat. Yeah, sadly, they're going to be it. If someone is sick, they will not go to the doctor. They go to already and say, give me blessing so I can spend money at the hospital. Give me blessing. is what is going on. All right. But Vidya transcendental knowledge. I am at B, you are still in A, and I'm going to C now. Well, good better. I am on C, you are not following me. A part of Vidya most perfectly presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. Knowledge is perfectly presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. What does it tell? To utilize one's life to inquire into this absolute truth. Who realizes the teachings of Bhagavatam? The broad-minded men who have certain knowledge by following the 18 principles of the Bhagavad Gita, describing the proportion of certain. What is the aim of it? It described by Shastri and Bhakti as the culture of Vidya is known as Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 14. Regulation under the principles of salvation. The scripture in our society, scripture gave us a process. The process is dharma, artha, and today it is perverted. Today is perverted. Our dharma today is only for, and artha is meant for no moksha. Moksha. Nobody talk about depression. It's only gratification of senses. And people are very busy cultivating. Busy. Some years ago in Brazil, they arranged a program in the university. I went to the university for a lecture. You know the topic? Sure. What is the importance of religion in our life? Why religion is important? So when they gave me the topic, I was laughing. Is it what we should be doing? At this age, so why we talk about religion? So at this age, this is topic to discuss. This is something we should be discussing. It's our life. But this is what we have today. What is the importance of religion? Why should I waste my time for this? And I have it better. What is this? What is it? Wait. Okay. The normal temperature should be maintained at 98.2 degrees, but it should not be foolishly increased to the degree of 1%. The great sages and saints of India wanted to maintain the normal temperature by a balanced program for material and spiritual knowledge. They never allowed the misuse of human intelligence for disease and education. Human activity diseased by a temperament of sense gratification have been regulated in the Vedas under the principle of salvation. This system is found in 4 divisions: religion, economic development, sanctification, and salvation. At the present moment, the people have no interest in either in religion or salvation. They have only one aim in life, since, and in order to fulfill this end, they have different plans for economic development. Misguided man thinks that religion should be maintained for its contribution to economic development, and that economic development is required for sanctification. The part of Vidya is more perfectly presented in Srimad Bhagavatam. No other person. Therefore, to culture Vidya, especially in this age, one must always hear and chant and worship with concentrated attention. We should chant, should hear and worship with concentrated attention, targeted on the personality of Godhead, who is the Lord of the transcendental. Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Stop here. Any comments? Any comment? Any question? All right, there are no questions, so we can close. Close here. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Thank you very much. We're very fortunate to have you. Forgive us for all our inconsistencies. Thank you. Yes, dear devotees, you've had it all. Is it beautiful or not?
Is handsome.
It's wholesome.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful.
It's wow. So
Yeah.
that is it. Is it gratifying and purifying?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Spiritually
Gratifying and purifying.
Very good.
Yes.
So I want you to remember, take home the Guru talk of attention. We have to be very, very attentive in whatever we are doing.
Yeah.
And these are the two principles, attention and submission.
Yes, Kunayamuna.
You have to be very, very attentive. And this attentiveness extends to attentiveness to the instructions of the Guru in a mood to carry it out. Attentiveness to Srimad Bhagavatam, attentiveness to the chanting of the holy name, attentiveness to the 9 processes of Bhakti. And if we are attentive, surely we will be attentive to Bhagavatam also. And if we are attentive and submissive, our spiritual life will become successful. And how can we develop this attentiveness? If we can go for Guru Puja or do Guru Puja with the proper attitude, if we can do Guru Puja with proper attitude, then we can easily develop attentiveness. Yes, what is the proper attitude to doing Guru Puja or going for Guru Puja? Is the attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude to Srila Prabhupada with full respect. And when we go there with respect and gratitude, and with the desire to not desire anything undesirable, and with the attitude of seeking Krishna Shakti from Srila Prabhupada, and the attitude of strengthening our faith through the Prabhupada, then, of course, we'll be able to develop the required attentiveness. Attentiveness to the Guru's instructions, attentiveness to the deities, attentiveness to the chanting of the holy name, attentiveness to Sriman Bhagavatam, attentiveness to preaching, attentiveness to all the 9 processes of Bhakti. Then our spiritual life will be successful. Okay? So let's go in and practice. And finally, before we go, say it is not a matter of just hearing. It's not how much you hear, but it is how much you are able to implement what you have heard. It is not how much you eat, but how much you are able to digest what you eat. So we should develop this proper attitude, ready to implement what we are hearing. That means ready to carry out the instructions of the Guru. Then the Guru will help us to validate. Validate means to confirm what we have been hearing, whether this is true or not. It will help us to validate, and it will help us to navigate also. It will help us to go deeper. The Guru will help us to go deeper in our practices, in our devotional practices. Okay? It will help us to go deeper in our devotional practices. So let us be serious and try to be here most of the time before the Guru comes. Today started with very few people before the others joined. Try to be here on time all the time. Okay? And also we want to appeal to devotees to develop the attitude of putting on their videos. Put on your video so that let the facilitators see you. We are not impersonalists. Let the facilitators see you. Unless, of course, if you are in a critical environment, very critical environment, and that will distract others, then, of course, you can put off your video. But if your environment is not going to be distractive to the Guru and to the other students, then put on your video, okay? We appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot if you do so. Thank you very much for being there. Confounder Shastri, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You may now go and enjoy yourself for the rest of the day.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
That enjoyment will be in Krishna consciousness. So, Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Baba. Oh,
Me
glory.
that I am in the bush now. On my video now.
No. You can just on it briefly, then off it. So that let us see that you are in action in the bush. Just on it briefly. But your own is okay. You might decide.
I did bush.
Yeah, you don't need to on it, no problem. But you can see on it also. Let us see that, then you off it. Sharp. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Krishna Dash, Israel Bolarinwa, thank you very much for coming. We miss your association for a number of weekends, and we hope you'll be consistent this time. We want to be seeing you in every class. That is consistency. Thank you very much for being there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
See you tomorrow.